Okay. We are live.
Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Welcome.
As usual, that's about all the strength I got left to give you.
It's been a busy, but good last few days. And so I already see that there's a few comments though. So I want
Yes.
to
We even have a new viewer tonight.
oh whoop whoop.
Came
Hello.
over from North Shore.
Nice. Don't mind our quality of video.
Yes.
It is our internet. It is like this almost every week until Starlink comes. So
Yes.
hello, Mr. Gavin. Hello. Oh, I'm assuming that one's the new. Yes, Hip Ease. Hello. Winchester, Virginia. Wow, we are in Ontario, Canada. Gavin is on Ontario. Honey Badgers is. Hello, Amanda. Amanda sent me a package today, and I'm going to be sharing it in just a little bit. But this was one of the things that was in the package, and it's one of those hats where you can put your ponytail through. And I've never had one, and I've always wanted one. So I have been wearing it since I opened the package. I love it. It fits perfect, and it's hard for hats to fit my head because I have such a big noggin. So, yes.
Man, I'm just trying to share this, and I don't know what I'm doing half the time. So give me a second. Here we go.
Okay. Where are you sharing it to? Why does this?
To everywhere.
Okay, here we go. So yes, that's where they said it's my first time here. I followed a link from North Shore. Yes. Oh, Marilyn is here as well. Hello. Congratulations on passing 1,500 subs. Thank you so much. That was exciting. We passed 1,500. When? I've lost track of my days. We've had such a crazy week.
Yes. It's been just all out. All you can do to keep going, man. You just go, just banging stuff away. And God bless our neighbors for just being so awesome and sticking right with me through all this.
Right, I know. I don't know where we would be without everybody's help.
Yeah.
Because if it was just us doing it, first of all, we would not be as far as ahead. Second of all, we don't even know what we're doing half the time, and so a lot of people are guiding us, which is awesome. So
Marty's in the house. Hey, how you doing,
Marty?
Bubba? Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Oh, we also have. Hold on, you're jumping ahead in the comments.
I did.
No worries. I live in the sticks, so you know how it is. We were waiting for Elon Musk to come through, and did I say this on a live? I don't remember. He's not.
Yeah.
Not yet anyways. He's not coming through.
Yeah, one more billionaire that has failed me, I tell you.
However, I did read something today. So where's that newspaper? It was kind of cool. So we get this one newspaper. I think it comes once a month or something like that. Or maybe once no. Because the next issue is not till May. So
that's issue number 7 of the year.
So but
not even once a month.
I wanted to say this because on the back page, around the back page,
okay,
it has we have a lot of the local stuff, but on the back page or around the back page, it's a lot of different headlines from around the world.
Just Canada or around the world?
I'm seeing a lot of just at glance. Well, there's Colorado, Toronto, a lot of Ontario stuff. But Elon Musk ready to spend $6 billion to end world hunger. UN provided a plan. So somebody challenged Elon Musk, like he had enough money and why can't he end world hunger? And he said, if someone gave me a tangible plan, I would do it. And so according to this headline, don't take my word for it, it's just in our paper, he is ready to end world hunger with a plan from the UN. So that's kind of cool. So for that, I'll wait on my internet. Right?
Hey, Thorhaven, what's going on, buddy?
Welcome to
Monday Night Live. See, there we go. I guess a little more out of it.
Yeah, you just have to get them going a little bit. North Shore sending people over already. I think we're in for a good live. Yes, Honey Badgers also shared. I don't know if Sean did, but I know Honey Badgers, when I was over in North Shore's live, shared out the link to come on over, saying we're live in a little bit. So glad you liked the hat and knew what the hole was, for as most are confused by that. I've seen them and I've wanted to try them. I haven't. And I like to get a lot of my hats from people that make them. So I have 3 hats now. I have one from many moons ago. I have one that my mom's cousin made for me. And then I have this one. And so none of them have the ponytail hole in it. So I was very excited for that because I already have a big head. And so when I wear my hair, the hat just looks 10 times bigger sometimes, but that's okay.
Mike could have a hat like yours with his coupe de what?
Oh, I don't even know. I know Longueuil.
I'm not sure what that means, but I'm thinking it's the long hair.
Big noggin.
Oh, big noggin.
I don't know. I mean, if you look, come closer. I don't know how well. My head is like 1.5 of his.
She got big head.
I got big head. I come by it honestly, though. All my siblings have it as well. David Outdoor 74.
Hey, soon to be.
Haha. The biogas
digesters. Yes. I mean, shelter first, but it's on the list.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Speaking of which, we have some exciting things that have happened this week, and the videos will tell you guys because you guys come for the lives. But I think a video is coming out it's either going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm going to try to be posting a lot more throughout December. Because our goal is to try to hit those hours by the end of December, which we are totally on track for. I think we need just over 800 for, and so far, like this month, I think we're at like 600 hours.
By next month, I think by the end of next month, I think we'll get it.
I'm hoping. What was I going?
Big news.
Oh, big news.
We got so much done. Like it was incredible.
I know. We've had a lot of good and bad, but not, I mean, it was bad at the time, but we took it, we're just like, yes, it's okay. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's catch up with comments and then we will start into the week.
Okay.
So you want to?
Well, no deer so far. I've been skunked.
Oh no.
At least you were able to get out there, I hadn't even made it out.
Wait, skunked as in no deer? Yeah. Or skunked as in sprayed by a skunk?
Like skunked as in you got nothing.
Okay. But so far is the opportune word in that sentence. Right?
Yet. Hey, Thorhaven, I just watched your video about wrapping everything for winter, including you.
Yeah. Hit that like button, everyone. Thank you. Yes. Do what David says.
We don't have a whole lot to wrap up here for winter yet. We were wrapping us for winter.
Yes.
That's what we did.
Yep. Comments and then we'll tell them.
Can you send me your mailing address? I couldn't find one on your YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yes. My watch hours have been dropping. Oh.
I've noticed. I heard somebody say there's a YouTube group for YouTubers, and there was a dip in somebody's, I guess, paid per views, which I'm not monetized yet, so I don't know exactly all about that. When I get to there, then I will learn more. But that before Thanksgiving is apparently pretty good, and then after Thanksgiving, the American Thanksgiving, views tend to drop, and so does is it CPM or something like that. So just keep on it and then keep with the videos. I've noticed, especially in our views, like we'll be doing good. And then if I don't post, if I miss one day, it dips down and then it goes back up to more steady. As long as I'm consistent. Consistency, I find, is the key.
Sure
Okay.
it should be on a page. I am now going to try making a compost hot water heating system.
That'd be cool.
That's
I think
awesome.
you mentioned that last week. Yes.
It's so tempting.
I know what comment she's talking about. S4, hi Sam, how are you? Thorhaven, hi everyone. East Tennessee preparedness. Hello, hello.
Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Hi Sean in Alaska. Monday Night Live. Hi Sean, how are you? Are you keeping warm?
There's quite a few times I remember looking back and seeing it's warmer in Alaska. So I don't know.
Well, they've got snow. They've got more snow.
It's weird too because everybody around us got hit with snow. It's just we've been blessed.
100%. 100%. Like even back where we came from, which always saw no snow compared to here. My son had to go out plowing yesterday because there was enough snow for them to go plow parking lots and stuff. So he was out plowing away, and we got like a dusting. So he thought for sure we got way more.
My intel tells me Musk is busy at the moment revamping the armed forces with his Starlink system set up. Well, I've got a few buddies in that system, and I haven't heard nothing. So I'm gonna call some BS. I'm just saying.
What? What?
That he's hooking up the armed forces with the Starlink system.
Oh, maybe. You never know. You never know what goes on behind the scenes.
No, I do know because that wasn't the thing.
Huh?
I used to run SATCOM for the U.S. military.
Yeah, but a long time ago.
Doesn't matter. The system's still the same. I mean, it's upgraded now, but I used to run a T1 trunk off my own computer.
You're speaking a language I don't understand.
Our internet times a billion.
A billion. That would be kind of cool.
It was super fast.
All right. Let's go. Are we finishing the comments?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's try to get me and you acres to 4,000 watch hours by the end of the year.
Yes. Actually, you know what? I will give you a current up-to-date. I know you can still see me, but hold on 1 minute. And we do lose hours from this time last year, but if I remember correctly, we could still hit it if we're good. So we are currently at, and this was as of yesterday, 3,231 hours. So
nice. We are getting close.
Yeah. So we need I said 800 earlier. Yeah. We need 700. What did I say? 21 and 79. Yeah.
Wow.
Woo! We can do this. Everyone's saying hello to one another.
Yes. Okay. The videos I was going to make this week are on hold. Got some decent weather, so I'm refurbishing, lengthening, straightening, and reinforcing my snow plow.
Well, the weather permits, of course. So that's where all the satellite dishes are going, right? Carrot Top from Colorado. Hello. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. Everyone's saying
Sean
hello.
In Alaska, my views and hours have gone through the roof. I have no idea what's happening.
You know what? You are consistent. You put out really good content, and I think TikTok might help a little bit too. But even if I don't know, but even if you put that aside, you've got a really good channel, and people are really interested to see and hear what's going on up in Alaska.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. That they're all talking to one another. Toasty warm. We're above zero today. We are supposed to maybe get above zero in a couple days.
Well, I think he's talking Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay.
Right? So.
Well, zero.
Because right now we're -3 Celsius, but let me convert this real quick.
60s here in Colorado. 21. We're at 21. Okay. Fahrenheit. North Shore. Are you too cold? Me, no, but Amanda from Honey Badger sent me Mike Took. Mike's a little bit chilly. He's been working outside all day today. And so I wanted to wear this because I wanted to show it off.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of wet today because I was all in the snow, and so my hands were frozen half the day, and then it soaked right through my snow pants and everything else that I was working in, my cold weather gear. So it's just been one of those days where it's kind of hard to keep warm, but you know, when you're out there moving, you start steaming and you don't even think about it.
Diane Polk, hello. I haven't seen you here. And Schwan from North Shore sent you. That's why.
Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Everyone's just talking.
All right. Well, for you new folks, if you haven't kind of seen any of our content, we are currently in the building cycle of putting together our new log cabin, and we've just got the pole barn up. And
nope, we gotta finish the comments.
Okay.
And then we'll say, okay. Hopefully that was a kitten out there.
They've been playing.
Okay, I have set my computer to play all videos overnight a few times. Thank you. We're so excited. Awesome. We're like, I want to find a way. If anybody knows how to do like one of those, like goal trackers, but to put onto Facebook, where I can make a picture of it and just update people, because I find that they are super interested to know. Like, I've gotten a few messages where people are like, okay, where's your hours at now? I've been watching your videos and whatnot. And so I haven't found a good app that I can show them where we're at.
A goal tracker?
Yeah, like I know there's apps out there for that, but something where Facebook can keep track, and then I can maybe screenshot that picture and put it over to YouTube to keep the YouTuber people up to date.
Right.
But there's a lot of people excited for us, and that makes me so excited. Hi everyone, happy Monday. Yes, happy Monday.
Heard about you on North Shore Preparedness a few minutes ago.
Woohoo! Thank you for coming over.
Sean's a good buddy. He's awesome. It's always good for that.
Thor says we are just about even on watch hours. So exciting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. I'm excited for you guys. You guys need to be monetized. You do.
Yes. Half the time I don't feel like we do enough watching them. I'm like, wow.
What else can we do? Hippie says, just sub to y'all. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We are looking for, we love that people are on the journey with us, and we welcome you, and we look forward to interacting with you too.
Sean in Alaska. Make longer videos. Trust me on this. You watch, some time percentage will remain the same, and you will ramp up hours.
Okay. I will do that. See, I did play around with how long our videos were a little bit ago. And you're right. Like if I put out a 8-minute video, the percentage of it, like 50% would still get watched, say, or whatever the percentage is, but I'd only have like 4 minutes of watch time. And if I put out a 20-minute video, I still get the average about the same of percentage viewed, but you get more watch time, because if they're watching 50% of 20 minutes and 50% of 8 minutes, obviously the longer videos are a little bit better. So I will put that forth as my effort for in December, because in December I'm going to be posting a lot more to help try to get us there. And yeah, so I know a lot of people do Vlogmas. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to be posting a lot more in December.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's just saying hello.
Yeah, because doing Vlogmas, it's like you'd run out of things to go on about. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, there's a lot of content you can make, but if I'm being honest, this is just for me. It's not for Mike. I don't celebrate Christmas. I gave it up like 3 years ago, and I totally would love, like, I love having people come over for the holidays and celebrating each other, but I stopped celebrating Christmas, and it's hard. But at the same time, I find for me, I'm not outgoing and buying all these gifts just because, and I give gifts more throughout the year. And we're actually coming up with something. We're going to implement it this year. It's called Homestead Holiday. And so it's just same, I guess, concept as Christmas, where the family part gets together. And then we can all, next year, hopefully we'll be surrounded by a fireplace, but I still want people to get together and, celebrate each other and family and life. And it was really hard because Tyler was it was his first Christmas. So I celebrated his first Christmas with him, and then I didn't after that. So Weenie's Creek is in the house.
Hey.
Hello. Another great channel. There's lots of great channels in here tonight. Dig deeper. The info is out there.
Is that for us?
I think that was for the satellite thing.
So
we will have to do that.
All right. Well, I mean, I got too much to build, but
I know.
My researcher does great.
Yeah. So, okay, I know we're not going to keep up with comments right now because I know we're already, it's only 3 minutes behind. But I wanted to give a huge thank you and shout out to Amanda from Honey Badgers. She was super thoughtful, not only in thinking of us to send us a lovely package, but also the contents inside the package are things that I have said, like, for example, I love homemade gifts. And so there's a couple things that were homemade. And in another video, I had mentioned that she was doing her deal find, I guess, at like a secondhand store, and she found this. And so I think she said it was a juicer. And I was like, is that a potato ricer too? I used to have one. And so she sent it along. And if you don't know what a potato ricer is, look it up. It makes the best potatoes. So I'm excited to use this. And so that was one of the items. Another item was the hat. If you want to open them up, some chicken tea towels. I saw the one chicken, but I didn't get to see the others.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes. What we will need lots of these. I'm assuming they are for you. Well, yes, because they are men's. And so yes.
That doesn't stop you from wearing my
socks. No, I wear his socks anyways. And they're nice and warm ones too.
Warm
They're
socks.
thermal.
Oh, it's the best. I can always use warm socks.
Right?
Man. Thank you. That's awesome.
This is going into my new kitchen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, I love it. And then
oh, that is really awesome.
By the way, this was our first gift package from a YouTube subscriber and a channel as well. So in the mail. So yes, I'm pulling out. We have some spiced apple herbal tea, which would go really, really nice in the winter.
It smells good too.
And then I'm saving that one for last. And then
okay. Jeez, there's a lot in there.
I know, like super thoughtful. So these are scrubbies that her I think she said her sister-in-law made, and I love them. I actually don't have any more of them. Washcloths that are dark colors, which that's why she was asking what we like for colors. So that's awesome. And then this book. So it's Back to Basics, a complete guide to traditional skills. And it has pictures. So it's a book that Angie likes. I appreciate a book with pictures because I'm very, very visual. And so I will be using this a lot. And this will be my winter read this season. So thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. And thank you for your thoughtfulness.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to hold off on the comments just for a minute. And then you can, I guess, tell one of the stories, one of the many that's happened this week.
Okay. Well, I don't even know where to start.
Well, we were kind of slow and dormant. Maybe I'll trigger your memory and you can pick up. Slow and dormant in videos this week. I did get one out for this little mini emergency radio.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but you did a lot of traveling this week, and
got some really good deals this week.
Yes, but you were going to get. You are so tired, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I have no idea
you were
what
tired.
you're going on about.
So Mike traveled a lot this week to go, or last week I should say, to go and get a lot of different supplies. Insulation for the barn was one of them. You had to go somewhere else to pick up something too. I can't remember where it was, but there was a lot of traveling this week for you. And then we hit our first negative 13 Celsius. So what happened?
The water froze.
The water froze.
Of course.
Yep. In the trailer. Like the tanks froze, the pump froze. And so
we were lucky though.
Yeah.
Because nothing broke.
No.
We got lucky and pulled through it.
Yep. Nothing broke. And then the next day it thawed out.
Yeah.
And it lasted for 2 days and then it froze again. And so thank God nothing was made with copper down there or anything. I don't think it's rubber. I think they're PEX pipes.
I think so too.
And the water pump rule of thumb is you do not use it when your stuff is frozen. You wait for everything to completely thaw. So we were using, I got 50 ice cream buckets for free a few weeks back. And so with our artesian well, it constantly is flowing with water. And so we siphoned a hose, filled up the buckets, and that's how we showered, did dishes. So at least now, even though the tank wasn't usable, at least now we have our own supply of water and we were able to keep clean and keep our dishes clean and all that good stuff. So that's one thing else that happened this week.
The cold weather dip forced us into a rush.
Before that.
Before what?
When we came home from our company, when we went out on so before this happened, we were at a friend's house and had dinner and some games. And we came back and our trailer was 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. And our battery was so frozen that it took over an hour to even get it powered enough so that we could turn the furnace on or even use our radiant heater. It wasn't working because there was too much power being drawn. And so that was a really, really cold night, which forced us into what you're going to say.
Yeah, so the rush was on to seek shelter. Thank you for my lovely neighbors who've been just slugging it out there with me. We got the roof finished for the most part today. So we're closed in. We got the trailer in the barn on the weekend. So our other neighbors came down with his 3-point hitch on the back of his tractor and helped me pull it around. So between my backhoe and his tractor, we were able to do it all and get the trailer into the barn. We sealed up the barn as best we could. The insulation that I got, I went down and found a sweet super deal on this insulation, and it's industrial strength insulation. So it's like the Roxol, but it's extra thick and compressed. And I got one whole wall pretty much done. There's just a couple sections I got to frame out a little bit on the bottom and fill out, and then one wall's done. So all in all, we're in the barn now, and the trailer.
I think for total cost for the barn, we'll spend to insulate it $300 to $400. I think it might even be less than $300.
I'm still banking on $500.
I'm gonna call with the amount that you did. You just used over one skid for almost an entire wall.
One skid.
One and a bit. Yeah. And so I think, I honestly think you're going to get it done for under $350.
Which is incredible because that's like 3 grand less than we anticipated.
100%. And it's good insulation.
It does take a bit more work because it's just end cuts off of there's an industrial company that makes like insulated steel panels.
Was it Roxol or Rockwall?
It's Roxol. But they'll do these huge panels, and then their end cuts get left off, and they just stack them up and sell it off. So I've got to kind of piecemeal it all in, and then put the vapor barrier on. But for that cost, it's like it's 100,000% worth every little bit of effort that I got to do.
And I guess what though, with the drive down, because it is 2 hours away, it in the end will cost $500. Yeah. With the gas and stuff, but still $500 compared to
like $3,600 was the last quote I got,
and that was on the cheap. That was us finding
R12
cheap.
or R20. Yeah. I think it was R20.
What's this stuff?
Well, I think I'm not 100%. I have to go research it because I was just happy enough to have it. It's like 3, almost
I'm gonna say 4 inches. Yeah.
Thick. So I would say it's probably something like R30, maybe R40 even. I don't know. It's ridiculously because it's so dense. Mm-hmm. Like most stuff isn't that dense, but it's
very, very
super
thick.
dense. So, I mean, if it's anywhere near that, then that's the equivalent of spray foam insulation, which would end up being around $8 grand.
All right. Let's go to comments. We'll do a speed round because we are already like 14 minutes behind.
North Shore, I need to drink a calming tea or something before I make a video.
You know what? Just my rule of thumb, because I get nervous sometimes. I just film it as if I'm filming it for me, and then I get to put in. I mean, I'm better now, but when I started, I put in what I want. Mm-hmm. Right? As long as you just film it. Grace
Martin, hello. Just found out I'm getting a promotion this summer.
Nice.
Getting promoted to great grandma.
Oh
my goodness.
So exciting.
Congratulations.
Woo-hoo.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Oh, that is a promotion.
A little bit. That's great, Grandma.
I see what you did there.
You did not.
Thorhaven, look at your view percentage on your current videos. They will be consistent for the most part. That will transfer over to longer videos as well. Mm-hmm. Which is what he was talking about.
Yeah, you know what? Awesome. Maybe not this week because I already have this week's videos already planned out and I have to edit still. But next week, maybe I will try that and I will let you know. Congratulations.
Oh, smoke, sorry. Sweeney's Creek just hit 86 Fahrenheit here in central Victoria. Temp is rising. Homestead has dried out so much. Most of the green grass is gone. Going to have to start supplementing cattle with hay next week.
Oh, well, that sucks, but
yeah, 86.
Yeah, 86. I mean, it does suck. We don't know what it's like for going through the heat wave. Like, well, we did the first year, but at the same time, that's a really dry, really dry. Oops, sorry.
Good day from down under, and I'm glad I jumped in.
Hello.
Asked at Sweeney's Creek Farm for a favor in another live stream, but he vanished.
I wonder where he went.
I wish I could be monetized just for watching
prepper videos.
We supplement my Social Security, which is crappy.
Yeah. If I could get monetized for watching too, we'd be rich.
And that's the next thing. The next phase of this journey is going to be jumping into the prepper mode.
Eventually, yes. Once our home's built.
Well, this is the let's build shelter in a home phase. But we literally, like a few months ago, carved this out of the woods.
I know.
This was bush.
It's amazing to see where it started, where it's at now.
Yeah.
And even going back, like I posted a video, one of our old ones. And in that video, I posted, when I shared it out to the YouTube and over on Facebook, I shared that I remember dreaming about what this cabin could be. So it was our video that we came up. It was a spur of the moment visit to the cabin where we were. And we hadn't lived there yet. I think we were moving in 2 or 3 weeks. And so the snow in April, or maybe it was the end of March, was still, I called it knee foot deep.
I remember
we
that.
were clearing it out because it still had contents from previous owners. And so we were clearing it out and cleaning it and going through stuff to figure out what was trash and what was treasure. And I remember all the hopes and dreams I had when making that video, because we were still living in the city and we were wondering, like, what's our life going to become? You know, we gave up everything that we ever worked for to go live in a 360 square foot shack. And so I was going to say shack, cabin. I guess it was a shack compared to where we came from, right?
Oh, it totally was. And
Right.
not just that, but nothing was working. So we were literally camping in it for almost the first month.
Yeah. And so, but what my point is I remembered all of the hopes and dreams that I had then. And now we made that our home as best as we could. And now I have to keep that focus when we're feeling like we're overworked or we're stressed or we're just done with living in the trailer or whatever. I keep that in focus. Remember, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you will get there. And so watching that video again gave me that like hope of the future for it. Like, it sounds like I'm being negative in a sense, but
no, I know what you're talking about, because
I've been positive, but it's hard too.
Yeah, you get down because you're just like, oh my God, this is going to take so long. And then it's those moments where you can look back at a video and see where we were not that long ago, or where we were when we started that cabin, and how far we got in 2 years.
100%.
So no, I totally get that. That's like my motivation to keep going some days.
Right.
Swinney's Creek. Hey, Lord of Valhalla at Thorhaven Farm.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay. I have to share the link. The intel is not called Starlink. What they're doing for the armed forces, give me a bit to dig through my files. Yeah, if you wanted to send it, our email is on our about page. If you wanted to send it.
Going back to Swinney's Creek. Hey, Lord of Valhalla. I always find it kind of odd because Thor is Odin's son, and at Thorhaven, Odin is the dog, so it's the best friend.
And did you go heathen like me? No. There's a lot of personal reasons. I think it was for the Christmas comment, because that's from a bit ago. It was for personal reasons, but then also I did not like, my main thing is I did not like what Christmas became. I did not like, going, I don't know, I liked the nostalgic side of it, but I didn't like what it became. And so and I always try to convince him, I'm like, it's a good thing. It's in one sense, it's a good thing. The kids will never have to fight whose house they're going to for the holidays, because we can let them go to their significant others' families, and then we will have a day that's less stressful for them. If they wanted to exchange gifts, they are more than welcome to. But I buy gifts for them throughout the year, and I try to, make, I don't know, I didn't like what it became. And so I do like the getting together and the gathering and all of that, but that's, yeah. Rambling with the Brums. Hey, neighbors, how are you? Okay. Someone said, why don't, well, that's their, I don't know if they're here anymore. There's a lot of different reasons for it. I don't have a religion. I do believe in Jesus. I don't have a religion, but that has something to do with it as well. Yes. And I don't know why I find it hard to talk about that. I do. I'm not afraid to say.
I mean, it does boil down to faith in a sense, because Christmas has absolutely zero to do with Christianity. It was just adopted in the faith because of a conglomeration that
you're getting serious on it.
Well, when they decided to put the Bible together, they decided what they were going to incorporate into it. Christmas became one of the holidays because it was the winter solstice, and they were trying to incorporate and
I
bring.
didn't know you know all this.
Yeah, so they're bringing in the heathens into Christianity, and to make it more palatable for them, they incorporated a lot of their holidays, like All Hallows Eve, like the winter solstice, which is now Christmas. There's a ton of them.
Mhm.
Now, I grew up just like every red-blooded American, celebrating Christmas, Halloween, everything else, So I get it. But Easter is actually an Egyptian holiday to worship Ishtar, which is a goddess of fertility. So,
Oh, you're getting way too deep on me.
bro, I just ride the waves. I'm like going
I
along for
know,
the ride
and
these days, man.
For me, the thing is, I don't care what people do. If people want to celebrate Christmas, I'm not like, don't you do that? This is why, or whatever. I don't do that.
We're about
totally,
freedom and caring,
yes, and
love, and just do the best you can in this world.
Yeah.
And everybody just get along, man.
I'm getting. I was already red faced before, but I'm getting all red faced.
We'll get back to the comments.
Okay, we'll get back to the comments.
That's enough about that stuff.
Oops, I had that up there.
Look at that. Sweeney's Creek Farms Boots mentioned Egyptian walking onions.
Boots and Bounty mentioned.
Boots and Bounty. Okay. Yeah. Egyptian walking onions, and my missus can't find anyone here with some for sale to plant her own. So maybe someone with some. You were talking about those a while ago, weren't you?
Yeah.
Did you ever get any?
I have some that somebody has set aside for me. Sort of. It's still in its place and growing.
Okay.
I will get them when I have a garden.
Okay. Hey, North Shore showed up. Hey, buddy.
He's been here for a while.
Has he?
Yeah.
See, I'm just... Hey, if you ain't figured it out yet, I go 110% all day, and then I come in and just like my brain goes...
Right.
Shut down.
Yes. Potato
Have
racer.
a
I love it. There's Brody here. You get to the comments. Speed.
Much better than MASH. Let's see. Sweeney's Creek. Ooh, Auslander info. That's a challenging one. I will get Jay on to choose master seeds and plants. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Hello, North Shore. I believe you missed a live tonight. Yeah, he had a pretty interesting one tonight. Like I was sitting there, we were bouncing back and forth about things going on today, and it was pretty interesting. Let's see. None for sale online anywhere, all sold out. My broker says howdy.
Excuse me.
Let's see. Sean says, I do spice cider most nights in the winter. So yummy.
It is. We're going to look forward to that.
Yes. I don't typically do spice cider, but I do an apple pie thing that I make up typically. And I've got all the makings for it. I have zero time that I've dedicated to it these days.
He was supposed to have some for when Thorhaven came up. So not only did we give him burnt lasagna,
he didn't get his apple pie.
No fire making skills with wet wood. We didn't also leave him with he'll have to come back. I promise we're not as bad. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm thinking next trip we should go up there.
That'd be cool. Well, maybe we should get invited.
Because they've got the hot tub. Never mind.
No,
I'm just
that's their hot tub. We're gonna have to get our own. That sounds like a great book. Yes, I know the book that Amanda gave me. Yes, I'm very excited for it. Okay, so we are that far behind.
We're that.
So
far.
we're going to kind of glance through the comments.
Yes. Mud's doing good.
Good. Hello. Why did I say hello?
Because you like to. Honey Badger says you're welcome.
Oh, we will enjoy it.
Let's see.
We can't legally import seeds or flowers. Yeah, we can't. I went to send some last year to your sister, and the post office lady told me don't send seeds, but we can get them sent here.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Oh, Shelly's in the house. Hello. Happy Monday from the wet or west coast. It could be both.
It's technically the same thing these days, isn't it?
Right? Yes, they were very, very thoughtful. Past my bedtime, I enjoyed the stream. Thank you. That was 15 minutes
Yes.
ago.
Good night. If you happen to still be here, thank you very much for dropping in. That's good that nothing broke. That would be brutal. Yes. You know what? I was so thankful for that.
Oh, for the water.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes, we actually, so we were bathing with the buckets, which I find like it's camping. If I had to do it for like 2 months or more, or a month or more, heck, past a week,
but we were able
I don't think I'd enjoy it, but it was kind of like,
no,
I have a task, right. I got a shower, and yeah, it was okay.
But we were able to back the trailer into the barn, and we got the heat going in the barn. I still have to put the wood stove together, so I got to go get pipes because I'd set them up there, and I don't know where they went to. If they're buried under something, they shouldn't have been, but whatever. Bottom line is I don't have any, so I got to go pick up a bunch of pipes and stuff and get it all put together before I can get the wood going.
Yep.
But we were able to thaw out the water and have some showers tonight. So
yes. Can't even sell sweet potato slips out of their state of Mississippi. Too much Big Brother control.
That's just not right at all.
Mm-mm.
That's not right at all.
I bet you can't. Oh, he must have been when we were talking about the water before we said that we were in the barn.
Oh, yeah.
Sucks when everything freezes up. Yep. Oh, it's in the barn. There it is. We're living in a barn now. Hey, you living in a barn? Yep. Yes, we are very, very. We've already noticed. Tonight is night 2. Yes, because we got it in yesterday, and so we've already noticed, especially with the insulation up, the sound in here, like we can barely hear the generator, and the floors are a lot warmer. There's still a chill to them, but it's not like ice cold, and it's just, it feels more like inside a home, even though I know it's not, than it did when it was outside.
Yeah,
because I guess maybe the sound barrier, and we're warmer, so that's awesome. Yes.
Fiberglass less pleasant to handle, cousin.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Like, I know I've been itchy from it, but not as bad as I've had with fiberglass. And I haven't reached that moment where, because I used to do some heating and cooling work, and I got to the point where I was immune to the fiberglass. Like, it just didn't, I wasn't itchy from it anymore. Mm-hmm. But I haven't hit that point again.
Yeah. Hopefully it's much better now. Well, so far on night 1, it is, but at the same time, when our stuff froze, it was negative like 13. Mm-hmm. And so I think last night was negative 10. And tonight, I don't know, I think it was like negative 7. So it hasn't been as cold as that night, but we were much warmer last night.
And the goats did not follow us into the barn.
No.
But we did build them a shelter together, and we got it up there, so they are pretty well taken care of.
Yeah.
And I think they have almost 1.5 foot of straw for their bedding.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I want to go up and check on them because...
Yeah. We have 2 of the goats that aren't going into the barn, so we're wondering if they're being bullied to come out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go check on them tonight, and then if that's the case, then something's got to change.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's the cat again. And the one thing we don't like is we can never tell if someone's here because we're in the barn.
That's Abby. She's playing.
Okay. Rockwall is better for fire and for pests.
Oh, I watched the whole video on that. Rockwall's pretty much fireproof. Did you know that?
No, but that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Rockwall is 4.6 inches thick. So
it is 4.6 per inch.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes. So every inch
our
thick.
value 4.6. So it's about, so then it would be our like 617, 18.
So
that's at 3 inches, but it's definitely more than 3 inches.
Okay.
So I'm going to say 4.
Yeah,
so if it was
R18, so I mean, but it's weird though, because it's like, maybe, you know what? I think this stuff is even more dense. Like they told me it's a commercial grade. So normal Rockwall, I was able to like pull apart, and it's almost like blown in insulation at a point where it can just kind of shred. This stuff's thick.
Yeah.
Like,
and
dense.
it's dense. Yeah.
So I'm thinking it might even be around 20, 25, something a little bit thicker.
Yeah, we'll have to
It's
look
pretty
into
cool. Either way, it's my barn, and I can't complain. It's wicked good.
And this is to Auslander.
I'm going to call Bendigo Whole Foods. They are in Organic Cafe Food Supply Specialist Nursery in Bendigo. We'll see if they have any. If they do, how many bulbs do you after?
Okay,
Oh, that's
so
cool. You know what? That's another thing I love about this,
Yeah.
this whole group. Everybody's just like helping each other out, man. It's awesome.
Most commercial and public buildings require it to be up to code.
Mhm.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know all this stuff about the awesome deal. Like, he brought home 4 skids for $150, and
That's probably
they're
something
heavy.
like 1,600 square foot of
Yeah,
insulation.
for $150. Like, where do you find that?
Wicked deals.
Yeah.
I find it because of my researcher.
But we did not settle, and we held out. I didn't expect that kind of deal, but we held out, and and because it wasn't urgent, we knew we needed to insulate, but it wasn't like something we needed right now.
Yeah, and we were gonna go for like this hard. There were foam boards and stuff. We found a deal on that, and it was a whole slew of things that we came across. And of course, they fell through because we waited too long. And so this is even better.
Scrolling through here. Hello, indeed, and it's my pleasure. I like sharing out good channels that folks should see more of. Well, thank you. It was very nice to meet. They're probably long gone.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch. Gonna hop off here for a bit. Then I'm gonna watch some old videos. Y'all stay safe and catch y'all again soon. That's awesome. I haven't had Southern friends in a while. I miss those talking to those guys.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm gonna let you pronounce it.
Passamaquoddy.
What? How did you get that? Okay, yeah, that sounds right. Hopefully it is right.
Let me know if I'm wrong. But
Ah,
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I couldn't tell you how I know. So true. Putting one foot in front of the other is so great. Put a fence post in every day, and in a year you'll have like 3,650 feet of fence. Well, if you do
10 inch.
You sound like you know.
Christmas is too commercialized.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Did you know that it was actually illegal in the 1800s in the United States to celebrate Christmas?
It was also illegal at one time for the Pope to even come to the USA.
Woohoo! The things you learn.
Dude, one of my favorite podcasts was Hardcore History. And I used to love hearing about these stories. Like, it just blows your mind what's going on in the world. And you're like, wait, what? That was a thing?
Amen. Every day is Christmas. We celebrate Jesus' birthday every day of our life.
So it should be.
Mm-hmm. I'm always a big advocate, no matter what it is. And sometimes it is hard to put the shoe on the other foot. But I totally believe that everybody has their own faith, their own, way of life. Everybody can try to tell us what to do, but nobody's there to comfort me. And, he is. That's not what I meant. Like, nobody out there trying to tell me, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I do. I think I say this every live.
Everybody's entitled to their own thing.
Everyone's entitled to their own thing, and I'm a full supporter, and I don't try to tell people how to live their life.
I love having people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different faiths around me all the time, because I'm always learning more about, different parts of the world, different cultures. And usually it stems from something back in, the culture's history. And so now I'm learning more about history, and it's just amazing. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. I grew up without holidays for the most part. Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yes.
Yes. And that's totally it. It was even a quote at one point that I kept just repeating over and over, that faith is lost once you walk through the doors of a church.
Not all, but some. Yep.
I would agree with that.
Not all, but some.
In multiple vids of yours, I hear kind of multiple dogs barking, howling, but you just got one. So what am I hearing?
Oh. Maybe neighbors or coyotes.
I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's interesting.
Every day is the 4th of July if you have enough fireworks. Yeah.
You sound like my family. A little bit of tannerite makes a good day.
All of our neighbors are on our road have sled dogs, so they are quiet in the morning, and when running makes it hard to video.
But you hear the quiet times. That's insane. They got sled dogs?
Ha! Thor says that we are welcome there anytime.
It's my boy.
Go ahead.
Mike likes long drives. You said to just show up before if you didn't want burnt food. Interesting time at work yesterday. Bee swarm decided external vent for bathroom exhaust on the side of uni residence 2 stores up was perfect home.
Of course.
Beekeeper used a bit
boom?
Big boom to catch them. Or a bit boom. I don't know.
What's that?
Oh, wow.
I was able to send seeds to the U.S. Oh.
And I do like long drives, but what I typically end up doing is I'll put on like an audio book or a podcast. I don't even really listen to music anymore because it just got monotonous.
The Reef Robber. Hey, how are you? I don't think I've seen that name in here before. Welcome. Have you? Am I just...
No,
welcome.
Well, I mean, I barely remember my own name anymore, so I'm not a good person to ask.
Mike, shoot me a text. Darren will give you my number. Okay. If you're still here, North, Mike did email, but someone told me that your emails. How did they say it? If you email you, that's where emails go to die.
That sounds like my email.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I have one that I've been hardcore on because I've got a lot of building and stuff going on, and so I've been checking that for this house build and also for a few other things doing business with this.
That video. If you guys aren't subscribed over at Thorhaven, you must go check out their last live, please. And I can't remember how far in it was, but they do some amazing goat impressions. They do. Yep, they do. You remember?
No,
You can't.
That was awesome.
It was. No, that's their thing. They can do that. That's okay. Let that be their thing.
That was so good. And he kept doing it. It was awesome. I think we were laughing so hard at one point we had tears.
Were.
It was so good.
Actually, I came in after the impressions, I think, but the scarf's just beautiful. Yes, they are. But the impressions, though. Did you say Abby? Yes. One of the kitties we kept from Georgia, her name is Abby, and the other is Moby. Because sometimes he's... I can't even say it.
He's a dick.
Sometimes. But this morning, I will say this. This morning, it was it was super sweet. So Moby's the type of cat where he loves to be loved, but it's on his terms. And so if you pick him up, he talks right back to you like, let me go. But he's never vicious. And so he'll let you pet him once, and then he'll either stay or he just goes away. I mean, I know cats have their own unique personality, but he's just, and he loves feet. So that's where we came up with, okay, sometimes he's a dick. But this morning, he came in at 7:00 for the first time ever, and he just started circling my head, and he started walking around. So I wake up to that, and then I just start petting him, and then he just nuzzled right into my face and was like rubbing and pushing on my face really good. And then he just laid beside me and started purring, and it was just a moment that I don't think I'll forget because I don't know. It was awesome that he did that. So.
Yes. See? I'm right.
Yes, you were.
I have no idea how I knew that. I must have heard it somewhere.
Yes, thank you for sharing out the link. The links, all the great channels. Yes.
Yes.
There's that was Thorhaven's. North Shore has a channel as well. Honey Badgers and the Mud Broker. They're all there. Make sure to check them out.
Especially with my shoulder, it's hard to put the shoe on the other foot.
Sweeney's Creek, another great channel.
Yes. No. Mike and Angie, great live stream. Got to jump out though. Stay well and stay safe.
Yes.
Thanks, Sean. You take care, bud.
Yeah. Well, that was only a couple minutes ago, so he might have heard that.
Sorry, dyslexic fingers.
Big boom.
Big boom. It's a motorized vehicle with platform on the end of an extendable boom. 2 beekeepers, 2 stories up, 5,000 pissed off bees. I enjoyed this show. They did well.
I would have enjoyed it too. Although that high, I would have been a little scared.
That's awesome.
From northern Wisconsin, 30
degrees and snowing here.
Wow.
Whoa. Wisconsin gets some heavy snow too. Yeah. We're caught up.
Are we caught up?
I think we're caught up.
Okay. That's a first this early on.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's we weren't totally caught up.
Well, they were just talking.
Yeah.
So what else happened this week? I know where we traveled to. We traveled to go. My sister came from Florida. Right. Her husband and my nephew, and so we went to go visit them. And they are safely back in Florida now, so that's good. So we went down to go visit them 3 hours away. What else happened this week? I'm just trying to think.
I can't even keep up. I'm so gung-ho on the fact that we got out, or we got the trailer in the barn and we got that squared away.
I had a nightmare experience at the laundromat.
Oh, yes. Sweeney's Creek says, oh no, they're caught up. We aren't working hard enough on the chat.
Get to work, boys. Put in that shoulder grease. I'm going to give an okay version of what happened at the laundromat. Well, first I was like, okay, it was Friday. I'm going to go do laundry and the grocery store's right across. So I'm going to go do groceries. And so the laundromat was packed full with somebody was doing a bunch of laundry. And then, I went to the grocery store to go and just buy weekly groceries. And I didn't look at the flyer, but when I got there, butter was on sale for $3.99 a pound, which here is a really good price, especially with like shortages and everything that if they're not already here will be coming, especially with the, don't worry, Mom, I'm PGing it. Anyways, so I went to the grocery store and I got butter and coffee because both of them were on sale. And I had 5 coffees and 8 butters, both of which I have, what's the word? Etiquette? Like etiquette?
That's etiquette.
Etiquette. So I leave enough so that I never take too much. And so there was 100 butters, there was 100 coffees. And somebody looked back into my cart, looked up at me, looked back into my cart, and then like walked away and went and was disgusted because I had, and I'm like, first off, they don't know anything about me. I could be baking. It's the season. They don't know if I just stock up. My mom actually brought that up when I was telling her. And so my whole point to telling this part of the story is not to rag on somebody that, gave me a dirty look. That's not my point. What came to my heart afterwards, I got into my car and we never know what's going on in the other side. Just like that person did not know what was going on in my life. I don't know if maybe they wanted to stock up too and they couldn't because they couldn't afford it. So no matter what somebody else's actions are, I try to put my shoe on the other foot. And so so basically what I'm trying to say about that story is try to think about that, especially with the world the way it is right now. And there's a lot of judgment that's going on right now. I always try to see it from somebody else's perspective, no matter what my views or what my beliefs are or anything. And so try to have an open heart with it. And so that's kind of the message that I wanted to put out with that story. And that's all I'm going to say. So going into, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are shopping, and there's going to be a lot of, there might be some shortages for some things, and there might, just keep that in mind. And if you are able to give to a family or to a food bank or something like that, there are a lot of people in need right now. With everything the way it is, and even if nothing bad was happening in the world right now, just with the holidays that are coming for some. And so that's what I wanted to put out there for that part of the story. So yeah.
I kind of look forward to people doing that to me, because I'm
that's
just that guy, so I'll like smile and wink. That's right. Yeah. I got like 50 of these things here. I'll grab a couple more.
This was my story.
I know.
Okay. I know. Don't.
I like stirring the pot.
I know you do. That's why you have a bad shoulder. Thor had to go take care. If you're still there, thanks for popping in. And Thor Haven is also a channel that is close to their watch hours and being monetized. And so I think their hope was to get there by the end of December as well. So if you have a chance, go check out their channel. And if you're not already subbed, if you like what you see, go ahead and sub to them and help them out with their hours too. I'm gonna get some turkeys next year to raise. That's awesome. That's awesome. One more step to self-sufficiency, right?
I like it.
Yep.
I like the fact that I know where the food's coming from too.
If there are no sign limits in the store, you are legally entitled to buy as many as you want. I tend to offer people like that an invitation to go forth and multiply, but that's an Aussie thing. It's a Mike thing too. But you know what?
I like it.
Okay, I will say this. How many times have you said to me, I don't care what anybody, I don't ever do nice things for people to come back to me and say thank you.
Yes.
But how many times have you said to me, like, oh, we'd be talking about something, and then, say somebody did you wrong or something like that, or you got into an argument or whatever. And I'm like, okay, now put the shoe on the other foot. And how many times have you said, I didn't think about that. And then it turns out it was maybe not the shoe I was thinking, but it was something else that was going on. And how many times have you been able to, like,
when somebody looks at you snidely, there's no other foot for that.
First of all, I will say this. My belief is to respect your elders first. I believe that to the core. And I have worked with some nasty elders.
Yeah.
And because everybody at the end of the day, somehow, some way needs to be loved. No matter, even if it's different than the way we receive it or give it.
I believe that's why God made you. Because God made me to be the other side of that coin, to drop the boot up the butt when they turn around and they go,
yeah.
Like, oh, hello. How are you?
For example, I'm going to go back many years ago before you. I was a PSW. And for people that don't know what that is, it's a personal support worker. In the States, it's known as a CNA. And so it's a step, I don't want to say a step under, because they do a lot of work, but technically by title, it's a step under a nurse. And so I did that many moons ago, and I did home care. And when doing home care, they sent me to one lady's house, and nobody wanted this person because she was nasty. She was nasty. And when I first went there, I'm not going to lie, my initial assessment was like, please don't send me back, because I left there not feeling good. My work called me and said, she loved you and she wants you to come back. She wants you to be her AM and her PM care. And I was like, wait, what? I what did I do? And they were like, we don't know, but she's never called and said this before. And she ended up being a very special person in my life. And she got me through a lot. And when you sit and you talk with people and you actually talk to them, you find out what's going on and listening. And at the end of the day, she had many, many reasons to feel hardened And I was very grateful that I was able to help her come out of that shell. Very, very grateful. And she, no matter if it was me or somebody else, she needed that.
Hey, I know. I've been there. I was in charge of taking care of that one lady, and no, she didn't like any men touching her, and I like won her heart over, I guess. And it turned out she had a serial number tattooed on her forearm. She
Yep.
went through a hard time.
Yep.
And it was just a matter of, her realizing that she could trust me. And I
Yep.
know I've been there. Like, I mean, people are people, and I'll show love and compassion to the ends of the earth and back. But if you turn around and you show me, that darker side, then you're just inviting that
Okay.
darker side to come back from me.
Okay, we'll do it both ways. If so, we'll do it your way for a minute.
Yep.
I have a hardened heart. You have a hardened heart.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We're both like miserable, grumpy people, which we can be lately. But if somebody doesn't break and somebody doesn't show that kindness, then we're always just going to be two grumpy people that never ever push forth the light so someone else can feel that relief or that joy again.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, see, Mama. Let that big heart shine through, and an amazing one. I got it from you, Mama Bear.
Raise their own turkeys.
Oh, raise their own. Okay.
I was in a home health care CNA for 15 years, and they always gave me the difficult ones because I had a way with them too.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it was really, really hard. I got a lot of palliative patients too. And I connected with them. And I remember, actually, my mom's in the chat. I remember one particular person that I was taking care of. And then she got to a point where she needed round the clock care. And so it wasn't a PSW's role anymore. It was a nurse's role. And then the day before she died, I got a call, and it was the nurse couldn't show up, but she needed somebody there immediately. I was in the area, could I go? And so I did. And I left there because she said to me, I feel like I'm going to cry. Her family was all around. She was being transported to the hospital. And she just looked up at me because she had a really, really swollen arm from a lot of different things, but she had a really swollen arm, and it was basically it was the day before she passed. And she said to me, she used to have to prop her arm up on pillows in a certain way, and she's like, Angie, I've missed you. You are the only person that I could ever get to put my arms on the pillows right. I've missed you. And then she basically went into the ambulance 10 minutes later, and that was the last time I saw her. And I called my mama, and I was like, Mom, I can't do it anymore. I can't. It hurts too much. I took like everything to heart with them. And my mom said to me that in that conversation, I said, Mom, I can't do it anymore. And she's like, Hun, you're there to put a smile on their face, even if it's the last one. And that's what your purpose is. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. And it helped me in all of the tough cases. That was my goal from then on. If I make them smile at least once before I leave, I'm good. So yeah, anyways, enough with that, because I'm gonna get emotional. They have heirloom bronze turkey. Yes, heirloom. I always suggest heirloom over commercial breeds for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Sheila B. How are you tonight?
From North Carolina.
I did home health care on a reservation. I was the only one who would. Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. And sometimes it's just those certain people that, you were meant to be there. You were meant to be there to help out those people, right? I was a HAB tech in the mental health field for 12 years. Wow. That's awesome. I did, before we moved here, I worked in a department that worked with a lot of mental health with students. And had we not have done this, that's where I wanted to further my career, was in mental health for sure. I had one in a power chair that stopped his power chair on my foot, and I was not in a position where I could operate it. His wife had to come and move it. Oh, that would that would suck. Mine were like family. Yep, that's the same here. I treated, somebody said when I took my course, treat them like they're your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yes, I see that, but I raised you. Imagine it was you. Imagine it was you telling you that you had to wait for a glass of water, or imagine it was you that got the nasty nurse. Or, not to say that nurses are nasty, I'm just saying sometimes, no matter what profession, there's always one that doesn't agree with the other person. And so just imagine everything as it was you. And that's what I tried to do. Was, I mean, if I wanted a glass of water and I couldn't get out of bed and I wanted a drink, I don't want to wait half an hour. Like if I wasn't depending on someone, if I'm thirsty, I want to go get a glass of water. And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried to put that forth. But ultimately, part of me feels I should have stayed in that field, because I did. That's one thing I can say, is that I did have a heart, and I always treated people the way that I would want to be treated. I tried to anyways. And but ultimately it hurt my heart to be in that field, and I was a single mom at the time, and so I had to at that time get out. And now I think I'd want to be more of a companion, so maybe more volunteering or something like that. When I moved to Florida, I got certified for limited mental health. That's awesome. Do you still work in that field? Man, all this feeling stuff.
We have to watch at least 2 hours of Married with Children after this, Al Bundy. Therapy will get me back to normal.
It's true. I can't. I usually don't talk about that stuff. I'm usually more like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I opened up a lot tonight in this chat. I think I did. I didn't have grandparents. They all passed before I was born. I think that is why they are more special to me. Yes, for sure. I was lucky enough to get to know all of my grandparents, and I still have my grandmother with us today. And so now we have 5 generations, which is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. What area did you work in? No, sadly, I had a stroke and I can't work anymore. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And the field is not as good without you in it. But
I just had a conversation similar to that with Gord the other day, because I know what it was. We were cutting rebar, and I smelled that the smell, like steel getting grinded and stuff, and I was like, oh, I remember that smell. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, I used to spot weld bandsaw blades for GM once. And he's like, geez, what haven't you done? Well, I guess
you've done a lot.
I have done a lot,
which is odd to me, because like you were military, airport. All I really know is military, airport, and at the family store. And so you had big chunks of employment.
Yeah.
But you had all these little ones in between.
Well, earlier in my life, when I was younger, I would always go for a better job or look for skills that I could pick up.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was one time I worked for a printing press, and
me too.
I did that for a time.
I worked for a printing press too.
Did you?
I did.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a time, like my first job was a dishwasher at a family restaurant.
I've never done that.
Then I was actually working as a waiter, a dishwasher, and a cleaner, as well as front cash at my dad's restaurant when he had a Coney Island down in Flint.
Mm-hmm.
Geez,
you guys still go on about that Coney Island restaurant.
Oh, it was great. I wish that it had never gotten, lost, but it is what it is. Like, geez, I don't know. I did a lot of stuff. Then when I was in the service, like every time there was a class to learn something new, I took it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I mean, you've seen
all the certifications that you have. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What have I done? I've done a lot. I think my favorite, like the funnest job I've ever had would be a Walmart photo lab. That was, I think, the funnest. The best job I've ever had was working at the college. Not because it was the college, it was because of the people I worked with, and the students that I worked with. And so that was the best job I've ever had. It was a great, great department, and I miss it all the time.
Did you know I worked at a college once?
I did not know that.
Yes, you did. I was a student working at the college.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Career Planning Center.
That's pretty cool. I worked for the Career Planner.
And I was on TV because of that.
Were you really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
jeez.
I know.
It's been an hour and 20 minutes.
I know. Time flies when you're talking about sappy
stuff. Yeah. Like there's just, yeah.
Yep. It's been a good night.
Yes.
And a long week. And we'll have some more videos out this week. And then in December, we're going to try to put up a lot more videos because a lot will be happening, I think, too. And I think I want to start doing a little bit more because I used to do more homesteading stuff as well. So like the sabs that I made or recipes that I've done, things like that. And I promised myself before the end of 2021 that I was going to pressure can at least one item before the end of the year. So I must do that sometime in December. How long have we been together, Mike?
Coming up on 16 years. No?
Mm-mm.
Well, we've been together for 16 years. Coming up on 17 years? No.
We're going into 2022.
So, it is coming up on 17 years.
No, it'll be 16 years married in January.
Oh, okay.
And then, which we got married after 7 months. Best choice ever, guys. Best. No, it really was.
I'm glad you think so.
We met in May of 2005. We got married in January of 2006. Yes.
And because of you, I have exponentially more faith. No, it's true.
It's true.
It's absolutely true.
Well, thank you, but I don't even know what to say to that. I'm like stumped.
Well, Sweeney's Creek says 16 years. You don't get that long for most serious felonies. Well, that's true. I could have been out by now. I know. But I'm one of the lucky ones. But like I remember going to work and I'd always hear about guys like, there's oh, my wife this, oh, my wife that. Like I've seen guys come to work and they had like a separate cell phone for their girlfriends. I'm not even kidding. Like I was surprised. I'm like, that's some serious commitment there, bud. Like I can't barely keep my own life together, let alone have a separate life. Like good for you. That's
good for you.
Like that's some serious scheduling, man. I can't do that.
I think you were trying to go somewhere sentimental.
It was.
It was, and then you messed that up.
Left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
I know.
You did. That's why you have a bad shoulder. They're talking with each other.
Yes.
Sweeney says we have a how to make scones video coming out this week. I can't wait to see that. I want to see how.
Once. We made scones once.
We did?
Yes, we made caramel scones.
We did?
Yeah, in the old cabin. It wasn't that scones. What was it?
Oh, was it those pancake
things?
Oh, hold on.
That's not scones.
Something baby. If you're still here, what was it? Something baby.
Was it something baby?
Something baby.
Was it a mud baby?
No.
I don't Oh.
If you're still here, Mud Broker, what were those? They're like the thin pancakes. It's
crepes.
No, it's not crepes.
Well, it's not. Yeah,
Good night, Mama. No, it was
a baby.
Something.
Like,
Did he answer? Is he here?
Hickory Crop
Dutch
showed up.
baby.
A Dutch baby.
How did I forget that? He's a Dutch boy.
Really? It's a Dutch baby.
Dutch
How did
baby.
I miss that?
Yes. Oh, hickory crop that you just said that. We're super late. Hope you've had a great life so far. We have. Looks like we arrived at an interesting point in the conversation. Oh yeah, baby. Dutch babies. We made Dutch babies and they were really, really good.
Yeah, they were.
Yes, they were.
But you know what? I there's one thing I think I can do pretty well is bake.
Yeah, you are a good baker. I've always admired that about you. I'm better now than when I first met you. But when I remember first starting to talk to you, and you're like, I'm gonna, because he had 2 daughters, and I had my 2, Michelle and Paul, and which were one big happy family now. But he'd always be like, I'm gonna go bake cookies with the girls, or I'm gonna bake something to. I remember you're going to your grandparents. I think it was. I can't remember what it was for. It was for a holiday, and you're going to your grandparents, and you're like, I need to bake these to go to my grandparents. And you've always been good at the baking, and I'm much better now.
I've always had a sweet tooth, and when you like something,
right?
But like when you go to cook, like it's the savory dishes that you cook, like your lasagna. I don't do with Thor, but your lasagna is like bar none the best I've ever had.
Thor's not here anymore.
I get it.
If people don't know that inside joke, now that we've said that,
but like Pastor McQuaddy said that, what was it?
What?
Made some homemade enchiladas a couple nights ago. Your enchiladas are just.
It was a recipe. He requested,
so good.
Which I didn't do that this year.
No, you didn't.
Oh boy! Every year for his birthday, except this year, I make him enchiladas from scratch, and I always kind of change up the recipes. But the first year that I made them, they were hands down the best that I've ever done. I think I've gotten worse as years go on. I've gotten like we just throw this in here. We'll just do this and take care of that. But the first year, that was the year I was making everything from scratch. So I made the wraps from scratch. I made everything. And then I made your cake from scratch. But like I went as far as making like condensed milk from scratch back then.
Yep.
And it was really, really good. It was a good year. That year. Sorry, it's been crappy ever since, but
Xavier's in the house.
Hello, Xavier.
He says I'm sweet enough. Calm down.
Yeah. Listen, work wife. He's here with me tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you just showed up, you missed a lot. Like
I made apple pie.
I think I posted it in our group chat too.
Did you?
Yeah, that we got the trailer in the barn, and I got one wall completely 90% insulated, and I got the roof on. Like it's all coming together. The water, I got the water kind of sorted out for the most part. And there was lots of stuff that got done, like tons, and I just been going because the water froze up at one point, so it was just like, okay, that's your.
You know what? No. Xavier just popped in. If he wants to hear all that, he can go back in the live and he can watch. I'm just kidding, guys. Xavier is a personal friend of Mike's, and we razz each other all the time. So you don't think I'm seriously that person. Only to him I am.
And we're talking, okay, so going back to like little things that are really good. What were those things? Samosas. Samosas. I was just introduced to samosas like a few years ago.
Maybe I will.
When I was down in Toronto, I dropped into the bank, and I was just like getting coin or something for the store. And they had this charity thing going on where they were selling baked goods and stuff, and somebody brought in samosas. I was like, they're like, you should buy some of these samosas. They're like really good. They go like hotcakes. I'm like, I've never had a samosa. So, all right, fine. So I got a couple of them. I went back and bought all of them. Not even joking.
Good. They are really, really good.
It's like vegetarian or vegan even, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, my old boss made us some, and those ones, I think you can get ones that aren't, but those ones in particular were, and they were really good. I think they even had peas in them, and you ate it. No, I think they had regular peas.
Regular peas? Yeah, they're delicious.
He hates regular peas.
Delicious. And I think
these were really good.
That curry, like Indian curry flavor to them.
Curry?
I don't know.
Yes,
curry, was it?
There was in those particular
Like
ones. I don't know about in general, but in those particular ones,
so good.
yes, they were really, really good. Scones are a firm dough made with self-rising flour, salt, butter, and milk, kneaded very lightly, and then cut into rounds with milk, glaze, and then baked 12 minutes. I know what they are. We always used to get, not anymore. We always used to get the Pillsbury ones.
No. I got scones from across there's a bakery across from the store, and they're
round.
Yeah, they are, but they're like kind of like a biscuit. They're very hard and dense that way.
But when I made them before, it always came from a tube. But
scones are a pastry. That's different. Okay, so biscuits are savory.
I'll just have to wait for your video, Sweeney's.
Let me let him out and stay.
No. You can wait a minute because we do have to get going.
He won't wait.
He will wait.
No, we'll have to clean it up.
Hickory Crawfarm. I got the recipe from Kent Rowland's YouTube channel. Yes, we were showing off. This is one of the items that Amanda sent from Honey Badger sent, and I'm wearing it tonight because I've never had one with a ponytail and whole, and I love it.
Xavier's stirring the pot.
Whatever size. I'm sorry. Who's your person? Where's he from again?
You're either first or last. Abraham Lincoln, supposedly.
Oh, good night, Raptor Ranch. Yes, I know, buddy. We're gonna let you go. Or we're gonna say good night. Can you give us just 2 more minutes? Just 2 more, okay?
I told my daughter I would try tamales in a couple weeks. Oh, tamales are good too. Depends on how you make them, though.
I've never had them.
There was a big Mexican influence in the east side of Flint where I grew up. And there was this restaurant. It's called Tia Jalitas, Aunt Jalitas, and she made like old school, like actual Mexican tamales out of like corn husks. So good.
Okay, so we have a couple more comments, and then we got to go because our dog has got to go out, and we got to leave the barn with him, carry him. Vegetable samosas, saffron rice, beef, saffron's in it, yeah.
Beef madras.
Madras. I was gonna say madras, but then I was like, no.
I don't know if it's roti or roti.
Roti bread, I think, and cucumber.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
One of the best meals you will ever eat.
Okay.
I love samosas.
Do a video, and then if you do a video of that, I will do like a VR video, like a video response video, and I will say, so I watched Sweeney's Creek make it, and I'm here attempting it. Mike hates peas. That's why he leaves a pea, not takes a pea. Xavier being Xavier.
That's my boy.
I was late coming in. You two always have great lives.
Oh, thanks.
We try. It's you guys that make it.
A good breakfast recipe: mix eggs like you're going to scramble them, and pre-cooked sausage, diced red pepper, green pepper, cayenne pepper to taste, or cayenne pepper to taste, hot Italian sausage pieces, and bake at 350.
That sounds like something you would eat.
You know what? It's an old school thing my dad got me into, though. Biscuits and gravy.
Yes, it's a good one.
Really have to write your time down.
This week we changed it. Normally it's 8:30, but we put it on for 8 this week.
Good night, Xavier. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Oslander says, okay, got a nuke a 420 after all this food talk. You are on, Angie. Great idea. Yes, do it up. I can't wait. Especially if I've never made them before, so I'd be excited to do that. What could you do?
I could do I don't know how many people could do it because I don't know if I could find it up here. I need an all beef hot dog, but I could actually make Coney dogs.
Yeah?
Now, Coney Island or Coney dogs are different across the board everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the East Coast on in, they change. I know they're different in Michigan because they have a beef plant. It's called Kogel's, and they make all beef wieners because it's a
Wieners.
German based company. So they're like they snap when you break them or you bite into them. This got like it's just different. It's all beef, and you have to have them to make a good coney dog. You do.
I'm sorry. I just totally.
I didn't want to say it because I was like, well, I'm gonna point it out.
What?
4N20.
Yes, and but it's not what we were thinking.
Best school excursions was to the 4 and 20 factory. Pies, pasties, sausages, rolls on a log table for us.
Long table.
As much tomato sauce as our hearts desired.
See, that's not what 420 means here.
Yeah, but you know what? There was also another little pastry I used to love, and it was over in Japan when I was over there.
Oh, what? I think
They were only $1. So I'd
Yes.
stop it. It was like their version of a 7-Eleven, but I mean, in Japan, it's like clean. You're not scared of the food, that type of place. So I'd walk in, and they'd have these pastries, but there was like a sweet dough, and then inside it had like meat. Kurt will know what I'm talking about. My buddy Kurt's still
Yeah.
over there, and I'd stop in after we went to PT in the morning, and I'd get like 2 or 3 of them because they were only $1 a piece.
Right.
So tasty, so good. They're just good.
Yes, I remember you telling me about them. So my brain's trying to think of the name.
It's a meat in a bun. I don't know.
Yeah, it's meat in a bun.
Half the stuff I ate over there, nobody ever told me what it was called. I was just like, these are good, and I'm buying those.
Yes. You've told me about a few things. And
Yeah, Coney Island Restaurant in
is Kurt
Brooksville,
gonna send
Florida.
us some more
Yeah,
cocoa curry?
He is.
Yay!
He is. And I gotta try. I'll try it on Coney Island anywhere else, but I'm telling you, in Michigan, they're just different. So if you can find yourself some Kogel's hot dogs, they're all beef wieners. It makes a difference. I'm trying to tell you, it makes a difference. So you buy them, and then you cook the hot dogs up however you want, pour the Coney sauce over the top, tons of onions, and then mustard. Done. And it's delicious. I can eat like 8 of them.
I've never had a coney dog.
Yes, you have.
No, I have not.
We have had them at my dad's house.
Have
We've
I
had them
eaten
at
them?
Cookout.
Have I eaten them?
Okay, well that's not my fault. You've had opportunities.
I've had opportunities, but I have something with and I'm not ashamed to say it anymore. I can't eat. I hate this about myself, and I've tried every which way to change it. I can't eat eggs. We've discovered I can eat the yolks. I can't have fish. I can't have mushrooms, even though I love mushroom flavor. And hot dogs. I just can't eat them. I can't. It's the texture. And my grandma said that I have been like that since I was a child. Anything with like a rubbery texture, I can't do. And so I wish, but it's funny. I can't have a hot dog, but I can have sausage. But now I don't eat pork. So I went on a hunt to find a veggie sausage that I liked, because let's be real, some veggie food is just not, or vegetarian food, the prepackaged stuff is not what it claims to be, and it's really gross. However, I did find one that tastes just like a sausage. And they are, what company is that? Crud. Beyond Beef?
Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat. And they are really, really good. Really, really good. All right. Indian cuisine is very popular in Australia and features a lot of people cooking repertoire. Our close proximity to Asia sees Indian, Thai, Chinese, and other Asian cuisines in many families' meals. I guess there's a lot of culture in our meals too, because we have very diverse culture in Canada.
Well, I think mainly in Ontario, because Toronto is like a conglomeration. Everywhere else, it seems to be kind of different.
Vancouver too. No, there's
No?
a lot of okay. There are pockets where there's not, but there's I remember meeting someone through your family. I don't think they were in your family, but through your family that was very shocked that they were like, so what's it like living in Canada? You all live in igloos up there? And I was like, no, actually, where I'm at, we are very diverse in culture, and there's a lot of ethnicities everywhere. And so that's how I was kind of, it's normal for me, right? And so I found it like you said earlier, I find it really cool. I like a lot of different flavors, like Italian food, Chinese food,
Diversity is the
Indian
best
food.
when it comes to food.
Yeah, there's a lot of that I haven't tried, but there's a lot of cultures. So, when you come out to Australia, I will put on a barbecue with beef sausages from our local butcher. He has so many flavors that I would love. I would love.
I tell you, I
make chicken curry.
I'm a little.
I love chicken curry.
I'm a little worried about going to Australia because there's like
so many
everything in the country wants to kill you. Like, including kangaroos. Kangaroos are like cute looking, but I've seen like more and more.
I've seen them boxing a guy.
Yes.
Like,
but here's the thing: is I figured it out. I had to research it.
We gotta go.
The kangaroos are like that because of dingoes. Dingoes are always come after kangaroos, and so kangaroos got to be like this rough, tough thing, and they just beat the dingoes off. It's crazy. I'm like, everything down there is just tough.
A 2-4. Okay, the only slang with 4 I found on Google was 2-4, which is a
6-pack.
No, a 2-4 is not a 6-pack.
It's a 24-pack.
It's a 24-pack. And then we also have May 2-4, which is Queen Victoria's birthday, and that's when we met. But 420 is for medicinal smoking around 4:20 p.m.
Yes. Well, yes.
Yes.
Medicinal.
General. The dangerous animals are grossly overrated and overstated, mainly because it is as funny as piss for us to see people freaking out.
That being said, I've had a banana spider land on my head in the dark when I was doing an training op against our battalion. So things freak me out for a reason, I think. Is he?
No, he's not.
Okay.
No, but
all right, it's time.
It's
okay.
Time. We do. We've been saying this for like 20 minutes
16 years old coming up, and like, yeah. If he says he's got to go, he probably got to go.
Him. He won't do it with me. So this is Bubba. Okay. He's not in a lot of videos because he's relaxing all the time. But all right. So finish up the comments.
All right.
I got him.
Okay. Don't stress. Drop bears are the only thing you need to worry about. The rest of the critters are all nice and friendly. That's not true. That's a lie.
You don't live there. Oh, hello with Big Matt. Outdoors with Big Matt. Hello.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Tim, lots
Welcome.
Makes the world's best wieners. He's the one who wound up with Snook Reed's recipe. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, Becca, no.
Get the yowies and the bunny, but I think he's making up names at this point. I'm gonna have to look these ones up. Have a fantastic night, you guys. Glad we caught you for a bit. Now we're totally going to look in the fridge.
Yes, do it.
I had a huntsman spider climb up my leg in the weekend. It was nearly the size of my hand. It was
exactly.
Cute. Spiders creep me out, man. I'll man up, but I'm just saying they still creepy. So after Canadian 420. Okay. Good night, guys.
Yes,
we gotta go.
We do.
Thank you all for showing up and hanging out with us again on Monday.
Yes.
Stay tuned. There's lots of stuff coming. Tons of good stuff because a lot
of big weights were lifted this week.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Thanks again.
And as always,
take care
and God bless. Oh, and thank you again to Honey Badgers. Go check out all these awesome channels. And take care and God bless. Bye.
Good night.